Don't mind me, folks. Just making a quick adjustment to the layout. Hold up, hold up. We good. We're good. And we are back.
Turn off the lights, I got off the wires. When I close my eyes, disconnected and tired. I see you, yeah. And I know you keep asking me, flames and fire. I know you are done with me, it's just fired. It's just fire. I was wrong, but I made it right. You came begging day and night. I don't wanna hit the bottom. Don't go out of your state of mind. I've been counting 1 to 10. I'll be back when you begin.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to all those tuning in with me on Twitch here for this USDF Habbo Branch Wars event. And today we've got an interesting one where all the teams, that's right, the Army, the Marines, the Navy, and the Air Force are going to be facing off in Frogger. This is a very interesting room, and the time and dedication that have gone into it have been absolutely outstanding. Let's have a look at the room and just see what we've got here. So, of course, we can see the playing fields. Each of them are lined up for the respective branches. And, of course, we've got a timer and a point system. I'm sure you can do with that information what you want. Cheesy Ryan with a comment, away, away, away. Straight away, big salute up to you there. Thank you very much for tuning in. And down here, we've got a nice little hub. This is a really nice little area for all of the games. Kimmy with the wee, I appreciate that as well. You get a salute on top of that. Nice little area down here. We've got everything really organised and dedicated so people know exactly where they're going. And of course, a nice little seating area, and of course, a roller rink with a loaf of bread cat sat in the middle there, keeping an eye on everyone to make sure they are keeping their rollerblades on securely and following all the health and safety requirements that we have here. The team are currently in the preparation area, just being told exactly what's going to happen before they enter this room, where we're going to go over the rules. However, I'm pretty sure if you've played Frogger in the past, you know the rules, so we're going to just gloss over those for now. Essentially, you have this little boy down here, a little frog, and you've got to get him into the slots on the other side. Doing that so will give you a series of points, and it looks like the people are turning up. Here we are, everyone's coming through. We've got the Army straight away, we've got Saltpocalypse, We've got Python, we've got Joel, we've got Nathan. It looks like the army are coming out in force today here, folks. They are really dedicated and want to win on this Frogger, that's for sure. We've got the Sergeant Dere here is coming in through as well, and of course, Alias 58. Army have turned out in good numbers here. Windows Key and Solemnity with the meow comments as well. Appreciate that. Where are we at right now? Here we go. We got some of the Marines coming in. We've got Misgets, we've got Quincy Arrow, we have Misjudge as well, entering Cladistics, making their way just to the bar area. Have a drink, sit down, relax, enjoy yourself, because it's about to get intense. We've got Brew and Blue, one of the hosts for this event, who's going to be joining us in the middle here very shortly. We've got Not Actually Him turning up, and of course Kimmy, one of the other hosts as well, ready to dedicate their time and effort into this free-for-all of Frogger with all branches. You'll notice that I over here have been encased in my own little area now. To give you a bit of a backstory, the gaming gods that have organised this event have trapped me here on the centre platform, and this is where I've been staying for most of my time when it comes to the Twitch broadcasts. I am locked into this area and I cannot leave until we reach 400 followers. So if by the end of Branch Wars we are not at 400 followers on this USDF Habbo page, I will be forever entombed in the game world. And of course, we don't want that. We want Wilson in HQ. How am I going to do the DJ sessions? Come on, guys. So if you're not following, please go ahead and drop a follow down there. We only need 7 more to go to reach the goal of 370, which is a big respect to everyone who's followed already. Thank you, and a salute to you. Have we got any new players down here as well? Looks like Brew and Blue just stood there having a bit of a chat. Misjudge, Solemnity, and Assault Apocalypse having a nice little skate around there with the cool skates on. I could never skate myself personally. I can ice skate, believe it or not, but I can't do rollerblading. So hopefully we can get some better performance from them. Oh, it looks like we've got Amanda Blanco coming in there for the Marines as well, putting on her skates and having a bit of a scoot around. Looks like there was an Easter egg hidden somewhere in here, but apparently that has been removed. Oh, Matthews is on the dance machine, giving it their all, representing the Navy today. And then coming in last, we've got USA. I'm sure the stragglers will follow. Now this event, let me just go over it for you. This is not a start-finish event. This event is going to be going on for the next 12 hours. So what's going to be happening is I am going to be hosting this for at least 1 hour to give you an overview of exactly what is going on, how to play, and to give you some of the competitive nature that our teams have. And of course, if you do want to get involved with the USDF and join in on some of these events, make your way to the .com Habbo Hotel client, download or play in the web browser, and search for the USDF HQ in the room navigation tool. Brew and Blue currently popping off with the lore behind the game. So, Frogger was developed by Konami and released by Sega in 1981, and it quickly gained popularity in arcades everywhere. Of course, all of us remember that as well. There are many derivatives of that on mobile phone games as well, if you don't remember. I think I've played versions in Minecraft, in Roblox. Frogger is probably one of the most adapted games out there, and has, of course, inspired many other games to follow suit as well. Let's see how today picks off with Frogger. The wired's all been set up. We've got faith in the wired. Windows keys. Windows Donkeys has done a great job here, as the rest of the team, in coding this game. Frogger is a simple yet thrilling, and it would eat up your quarters fast. Ain't that the truth? That is the truth. Okay, today you're not going to be using any quarters. You are just going to be using your time, patience, and dedication to get the top score. Now, this is a bit of an endurance run, a bit like Le Mans, where you need to be going for 24 hours. In this case, it's 12. To make sure your team finishes with the high score. So if you've not got anything going on today, and you can dedicate some of your time to Frogger, make your way to this room right now and get involved with the game and get that score up there. Of course, given that this is an all-teams game, I am wearing the coveted Air Force cap here just to represent a non-neutral perspective. I'm dedicating my time to the Air Force here. I respect every branch, but because this is a free-for-all, I am allowed to have a slight bit of bias, just a little bit. There's nothing I can do to influence the games other than just stream it, but today I'm representing the Air Force in full force. The arrow keys at the bottom of your screen will be your ability to move the Frogger. You can move it up, down, left and right, but you've got to avoid the obstacles in the way. Now, one thing I will say for anyone who's in HQ or anyone who is not familiar with this type of Frogger game, it used to be that you have to jump on top of the logs and make your way to the other side. In this game, you are solely trying to avoid the boulders. Okay, there you go. Get to the end and avoid the rocks. That is exactly what we want to hear. Many hours were spent trying to jump from one log to the other, and it never really worked out, did it? I can't remember many times where I've won Frogger, but I have faith in everyone here joining today for this version of the game. So please, once you've gotten your frog off the cliff at the end, you're going to get a point, and that point will be added into the stack. And we've got high ambitions here because we've got 3-digit scores, so the maximum your team could reach, theoretically, is 999. And you know what? If any team out there managed to get 999 points in Frogger, I will personally come and give you a prize. That prize will be fairly substantial, but the chances of it being hit at 999, very slim. So put the time and dedication in, and if you do reach it, go ahead and send me a screenshot or some proof that you've made it, and I will get a prize to you. That is for the winning branch. So that's right, a branch prize. It's a big one. So if you can reach 999 on the scoreboard, I'm going to go ahead and sort you out. Not sure what I'll do. I'm kind of playing ignorance at the moment because I don't think anyone's going to do it, but if you do, I will be very impressed. Frog is going to last a total of 12 hours, and the team with the best time wins. Okay. I thought it would have been the team with the highest score. Interesting. We're going to go ahead and just go with that. This needs to be the best score. Nope, the best time. Sorry, that threw me off a little there. I have no prior knowledge to how these games pan out. Ah, okay, there we go. I was right. It is the best score. The best score are the ones that take the cake. The best time could have been a wild card there. Absolutely wild. But we've got a good run-in of people here at the moment. Who have we got? We've got 4-star representing the Air Force, along with Chicken Fajita, the Chief of Staff for the USDF. I'm going to go ahead and salute them. I'm not sure what branch they're going to be playing for, but I'm sure that will become apparent when they step to their relevant tile. We've got Athus at the gate ready. We've got Amanda Blanco at the gate ready. JUL at the gate ready. And it looks like the Air Force. We've got no one here, guys. Alright, the teams are immediately off, with the first going down as the Marines and the Army. The Army have 3 people stacked already. Navy have 2. Frost are making their way to the Air Force tile. Let's see where we're at. So it looks like we're probably going to be focusing on the top half for the first part of this game, just because they've got the most players here. Army are really stacking up on 4 people. Marines down to 2. Air Force currently at 1. And the Navy at 2 as well. So of course, we're going to go up here for the first part of the game and see. So the Army and the Marines, can they kick it off? The Frogs are already going. Cars making their way to them. Can they avoid them? They are going to be able to get the good scores. Here we go. Moving forward with the Frogger. A bit of a delay for the Army. Not a problem. How are we looking down here? It looks like Chicken Fajita has just been taken out by a car. And it looks like the Air Force are making great progress with the little Frog. Already reaching the grass area here. As are the Army. About to hit a rock unless they be careful. Looks like they're going to wait for the rock to pass and continue forward. This is fantastic. The rock just been taken out of the Frog down here for Froster. Chicken Fajita trying to make his little Frogger pass the car. And it looks like Amanda Blanco may have hit a rock as well. It looks like we've had a restart for all 3 people here. And the closest to the winning circle at the moment is JUL. Can they make it into the gap? Unfortunately... Oh no, that counted. Lovely. JUL got up there with the first point. That is Army on the board straight away. Who else do we have playing this game? It looks like Nathan has stepped in for the Army as well. Can they take that point up to 2? Has anyone else gotten close? It looks like Chicken Fajita might be going for the next point, unless Amanda Blanco can make it up for the Marines. Unfortunately not. It's just been taken out by a rock as well, and so has Chicken Fajita. This is intense. Chicken Fajita has apparently disappeared. Oh, now Praetor stepping in for the game. Air Force have lost out. There is no one else playing for the Air Force here. Looks like Froster's going back again. Anyone else up on the points just yet? Nope, we've still got Miss Judge playing for the Marines. Trying to make it up. A bit of lag in here, I do apologise, of course. There is only 1 minute and 30 seconds on the timer. Right, that makes perfect sense. Okay, so if you don't complete it in 1 minute and 30 seconds, you will get reset. That is what's happened. Have we got any other scores on the board yet? No, looks like Army are still really doing quite well. Maybe patience is the key. Don't go for speed, go for patience. Bit of a slow start down here for Praetor, who's currently... there you go. So Praetor falling victim to the initial issue that I thought I saw earlier, where people would think they needed to jump on the rocks, or on the logs, if you remember the old version of the game. That is not the case. Have we got another point in store for anyone just yet? Army is still leading with the 1. Praetor coming up on the time at 1:02, so is the Marines at 1:05. Let's see. Oh, and it looks like we've got the first point in for the Air Force. Well done, Froster. Go ahead and get yourself back on that queue again, and let's go. Army are really being patient here as well. We've got Amanda Blanco, Cladistics for the Marines, and Solemnity, Synax, Joel, Derry he is, and Nathan going up there and getting that record. 1 point to the Air Force, 1 point to the Army as of this current moment in time. Currently playing in my little area here. Thank you for the team for setting this up for me. I've got a TV, I've got my games console, my little streamer set up. I've got a bowl of udon or ramen, nice little cracked egg on top, and a bed with a fan. This is essentially where I've been trapped for the majority of these Branch Wars streams, only being released to do the streaming for you. We still have no points for the Navy or the Marines, but can that change in just a few seconds? I seem to have lost the frog for Amanda Blanco. There is definitely a missing frog over here. That is going to be an issue for the Marines. Looks like everyone else still has their frog. Not sure what's happened. Okay. We've got a missing frog here, folks. Someone needs to bring attention to that. I think someone may have picked up on it. Okay. The frog has vanished. Not sure what's happened there. They're going to get back on track as soon as possible. Remember, this is a 12-hour game, so you're going to have plenty of time to go ahead and get that score. The frog has been returned with a simple reset there, and it looks like the Army are up to 2 points now, as are the Air Force. Congratulations to you guys. Have we got anyone stepping up for the Navy? Not right now, but of course the Marines and the Army are in full force. I like to see such dedication from players there. That makes me happy as your host. And it looks like, are they going to be hit? It looks like Solemnity got taken out by a rock there. Not a problem. Air Force making their way across the lake quite shortly. No one currently playing for the Navy right now. That's an empty pocket right there. Navy, Wavy Kai, come on folks. Get your players in here. Get up there. Have the Air Force have just clocked in at 3 points, taking the lead over the Army there from the 2. Kerry Hiron, welcome into the room. Air Force, Best Force, can they go ahead and secure a 4th point, taking them to the top of the leaderboards? Are we at 3 anywhere else? Still no points for the Marines, no points for the Navy. Oh, it looks like we've got some more Air Force rocking up here. Ilbrine and Miskets coming through there. Oh wait, Ilbrine and Kerry Hiron. We got Brone Blue sat on the floor in the dance with his roller skates on. Miskets, Quincy Arrow, a couple of people just having a bit of a chill out here. Froster is definitely carrying the Air Force now with a point system of 3 up on the 2 from the Army. We really need to someone from the Navy coming in here and playing. Kind of feels a bit unfortunate, unless, of course, it's down to time zones. Don't worry, folks. The time zones will change throughout the day as they do, and more people will be able to come in and play. So make sure we get the information out there to your branches. Let them know it's happening for the next 12 hours. And to get down here and get scores on the board for your chance to win this event. Still 3 for the Air Force, 0-0 for Marines and Navy, and Army just lagging behind the Air Force with 1 point there. Though a good skip by a rock there from Synax. Can they get that point up? Unfortunately not. It looks like the time just got beat. Rotation has moved out. Joel up to play again. The Frogger is immediately moving forward. Looks like the skill has been picked up. Air Force up to 4 points. Very good there. Kerry Hiron, I'm not sure if that was you or Froster or Ilbrine, but you are doing absolute bits here. Air Force putting the time and dedication in. Joel just about to be taken out by a car. They need to be patient. Let it pass. Traffic is pretty intense right now. Amanda Blanco making out onto the river at the moment. Can they go left? Can they get past that rock before it takes them out? Let's go forward. Lovely. It looks like we might be keeping an eye on them for an extra point here. Navy still has no one on the board. Air Force moving up to a 5th point if they can make it. Looks like the Marines, apologies, looks like the Marines there had just failed. I was trying to find out where the frog had gone, but it was back on the platform there. Can JUL make it back? They've got 30 seconds or 40 seconds on the clock. 0-0 on the Air Force and the Navy clock right now. O'Brien stepping up to try and get that 6th point. They're up to 5 now. Air Force are putting bits in here, folks. And when I say bits, I mean that in the literal sense. This is a retro game, and bits are something that we do. Okay, so pretty advantageous lead here from the Air Force. The 8-bit Eagles putting their time in. The 8-bit Battalion, Wavy Kai, and the Pack Marines all doing everything they can. Let me just go ahead and respond to a quick message here. We've got still in the chat Cheesy Ryan and Kimmy with the away comments, and I will just reply. 1 second. There we are. Okay, I'm back in and I'm locked in. So we got 25 seconds for the Marines to get to the other side there. 6 points on the Air Force now. Foster is doing their absolute best here to get up on that scoreboard, and by far leading the team with 4 points to lead. Cheesy Ryan back into the Twitch with we again. We have 363 out of 370 followers, so please go ahead, if you're not following already, drop a follow. It'll mean a lot to me, it'll mean a lot to the team, and of course, it'll mean a lot to the big boys that have allowed us to do this. 7 points for the Air Force now, 2 still remaining on the Army, and the Marines and Navy tied neck and neck. Looks like Praetor is currently stood there, not doing much. Can they make it in for the Navy? Kevin has rocked up for the Army. We've got a couple of more people just stood around having a bit of a drink, having a social, which is completely fine. This is a long game, guys. Looks like the Wired is going to be unhidden shortly, so I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly what this looks like. This is all of the effort, time, and dedication that has gone into this game. All of this here crafted by the team so they can serve you the most interesting games known to the server. You might notice things look a bit different now, and that's because the Wired is displayed here, so please ignore them. We're still going to focus on the scores. Air Force currently up to 7. That is intense. Air Force are putting in the absolute work for this game. We've got Army stuck just behind a car there at 45 seconds. They've not got long. They've got 40 seconds to make it to the other side to gain a point. Quincy Arrow and the Marines doing their absolute best to try and get a point on that scoreboard. O'Brien, can he go for the point 8? Let's wait and see. Clara 26, hello beautiful, come to play. That's right, I want to see all these people here. Look at the queues. Army and Marines, you know what, for dedication and support, Kimmy with the away salute over to you both there as well. Marines and Army have really got it in for themselves when it comes to support and dedication. I like to see that, you know? I really like to see that. Well done, guys. I mean that. Navy, bit of a letdown from you, Navy. You've got one person here and they're putting in the effort, and they have. It looks like Praetor is stood there staring at the lamp. Probably in awe, actually, as I probably would be as well. Looks like lightsabers. Also fits with the neon vibe of an arcade as well. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on a minute. The Navy have just gone up to 10 points? What on earth? That's... I'm not sure that's right. That's... Hang on a minute. That's not right. That is incorrect. The Navy are not at 10 points. No one has been playing that game for the past 5-6 minutes, so I'm not too sure if that's an error. There you go. Technical error, Wilson. There you go. See, your host is on it, guys. Your host is watching and commentating to make sure everything is flowing as correct. So currently the standing is Air Force on 7 points. We've got Army on 3. Well done on the second win. And we've got Marines with their first point on the board. Congratulations to you, Marines. Army going for absolutely insane target of 100 points. Remember, if you reach 999, something special is going to be coming your way. Who have we got playing? We've got Froster down for the Air Force again, going for point number 8. Don't forget, guys, the more you play this, the more you're going to understand it. The more you're going to know exactly what you need to do. The more you know the tactics to play. Looks like the Marines are currently just in the middle of the road there. They're 20 seconds on the clock. They've got plenty of time to make it. Looks like we've got Solemnity with a question over here. When you go backwards, the frog disappears. Okay, that is probably going to be picked up by the team currently working on the wired. However, you did go backwards into a car apparently, but the frog has disappeared. Blue and Blue has got the right comment there. The frog is back for the army, and the Air Force are up to 8 points. I need a shout out to the Air Force here, a salute to you for being so dedicated with that points, and for being so tactful as well. You're really doing your bits here, folks. Nathan, expand. I'm not sure if that's like a CSI Miami enhanced situation, but I'm sure they know what they're on about. I'm, of course, down here in the middle with my little streaming area, just having a bit of a fun time, enjoying myself for you guys. We've got Blue and Blue pushing forward on the 30 seconds there. Can they make it just in time? Unfortunately, they've been taken out. They nearly had a 4th point there. Marines up to 2 points as well. I like to see that. Let's go. Technical error with the Navy still on 10. Please ignore this score. The Navy currently sat on 0 points in total. We do have an ed break that will be sure to finish shortly. I do hope that all of you here are having a good time with me, having an enjoyable moment watching this free-for-all of Frogger, where all the branches compete and enjoy themselves. Where are we at the moment? Air Force still on 8, Army at 3, and Marines at 2. Just making an adjustment to the stream. Please bear with me just a second here. Just making some adjustments to what I can on the back end. Ah! I've got ads. I'm trying to sort out the ads, okay, folks? I'm just trying to see if we can get rid of some of them. Thank you for the 5 dedicated people still here trying to stream in. Thank you so much for that. I think we might be able to make it. We might be here. Looks like the ads might resolve themselves now. I do know that if you are not followed and you can follow, please do, because that will help our ad subscriptions disappear as well. We don't want ads playing throughout these games, but we do want you having fun. So, please, if you can spare a follow, go for it, because we really, really want that. There we are, and we're going ahead and getting back into the game. I have resolved what I can. Air Force currently up to 9 points there. Let's see how Froster is doing on the front with going up to 11. We've got Python over there taking it up to the 4th point there for the Army. Pac Marines currently still on 2, with the Navy still sitting at 10. But again, remember that the Navy is actually on 0 points. I'm not seeing much action in the chat there, so please go ahead if you want to drop your branch chant, branch chat, or the away comment from Cheesy Ryan and Kimmy. Please go ahead, and I give you a salute to all those viewers tuning in with me for this USDF Branch Wars game. Exeter typing out the HTP, not sure what's going on here. They might be having a bit of a meltdown. Someone please go and check it on them. I am currently live now. Sorry, I'm just informing some other members of USDF to come and tune in and watch the stream. Kevin on the spawn. Where's Kevin? Is Kevin playing? Hang on a minute. Kev just standing on spawn menacingly. Ah, yes. Kevin in the middle there with the rollerblades on. I like that. Who else have we got here? We've got Quincy Arrow. HTP will be in Bronze event shortly. I'm not too sure what HTP is. Can someone go ahead and pop that in the chat for me just so I can understand exactly what's happening? I need to see what is happening. Oh, we're up to 11 for the Air Force, and the Navy score has been reset back to 0. Now, that isn't a issue. That is exactly what the score should be. Ah, right. How to play. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Cheesy Ryan, with a comment. You are the absolute best. A big shout out to Cheesy Ryan, Kimmy, and Brew and Blue for being the hosts of this Branch Wars game. Myself, Wilson, your Twitch host, and of course Windows Donkeys for doing the large portion of the wiring down here again. A massive improvement to the Habbo client that this wiring provided. It allows us to provide these games to you in such detail and clarity, and what you can do here. Oh, update, Army are up to 5 points here. That is impressive. Who we got playing? Derry, he is currently on the tile at the moment. 13 for the Air Force, with Froster doing their absolute best for those points. I've lost my train of thought. Not sure where I was going. Oh yeah, the wiring, and thank you. Do you know what, guys? It is a big thank you to you. You always go unnoticed with these type of things because you have to keep it secret. You have to keep it quiet. And people just kind of expect it. But you know what? I've seen nothing but good comments, good vibes and positivity from everyone towards the members of OPA and CET for their creation of this event. So you are doing absolutely bits for the USDF. We are currently up to 14 points for the Air Force here, and it looks like we've got a dedicated team currently popped in. Froster, Exeter, O'Brien currently here. Carry Hiron on the tile at the moment, trying to make it up to the 14 and 15th points. Marines lagging behind with the 2 there, though they are not last. Army currently up to 6 points as well, 40 seconds on the clock. 35 on the clock for the Air Force. Navy are really struggling here. They're going to have to put a lot of time and effort in to come and bring that score up. Now remember folks, this is a 12-hour game, so this is going to be happening for 12 hours, though I will inform you right now, I will not be sat here streaming this for 12 hours because I will probably end up passing out on my throat, drying out to nothing but dust. So we're going to be streaming up until the top of the hour there in about 30 minutes, where I will leave the stream on for just a few more games, let you listen to some music, chat amongst yourselves, tune in where and when you can, and just have a bit of fun. And of course, if any of you tuning in are not part of the USDF already, please go ahead and make your way to the .com Habbo Hotel client, download it or play in the web browser and look for the USDF HQ and come and join the fun. Come and enjoy the entertainment that we have, come and enjoy the games that are played. I do a DJ session every Friday where I play music from around the world. Yesterday it was Germany, so we were playing Rammstein, Nina with 99 Luftballons. It was a great time and everyone tunes in. And of course, to get involved with the USDF directly, click this link just below me. I mean, it's not a link, you're going to have to type this out, bit of manual work, I apologise, but do what you can and just click that bar button, type it in, do what you can, use your Google scanner to let it translate to whatever you need it to do, but go there and join in on the USDF. Where are we at with the scores at the moment? Air Force currently up to 15, Army kind of closing the gap on 16. It's all a matter of time now. Can they catch up? Who has the better endurance? Down to the Air Force and the Army for the scores right now. I feel sorry for the Marines right now. They are absolutely putting in all the work they possibly can to reach that scoreboard, though they will not be last. Given the current standings right now, Navy are sat at 0 points, Air Force on the 15 and the Army on the 6. The wired is still showed, which means updates and tweaks to the game is happening as we speak, while everyone plays patiently and enjoys himself. I think Wilson might give it a go. What do you reckon? Should Wilson get in here? I'm not too sure. Can I play for other teams? Is that even allowed as a host? Can I help others? I probably shouldn't in the spirit of the things. Let's not do that. Let's just see. Who doesn't have a disappearing frog? That's right, the frog has disappeared from some people. So, make sure to keep an eye out. If frog disappears, call it as soon as you see it. Looks like Exeter swapped into the Branch Wars outfit. O'Brien and Carry Hiron next on the board, with Froster going up to 16 points if they can reach the end in time. They're already 20 seconds in and they've got plenty of time to make it, so be patient. Can Quincy Arrow take the Pack Marines up to a score of 3? Let's see. They have just dodged the rock that was coming for them. This is good news. Are they going to make it? They just need to be careful here. Can they go left and then up? They're going to make it. They're going to go ahead and get that score quickly. And they did. They are up to 3 for the Marines. Well done. I like that. Good stuff, guys. Army still currently on 6 as well, with the Navy on 0 and the Air Force taking it up to 16. Froster doing absolute work there. They are queuing up and they are grinding those points for real. I'm going to go ahead and lay on my little bed here and turn the fan on if I can. Oh, I don't have the request to turn the fan on. Cheesy Ryan, if you're watching this stream, please put the fan on. I am absolutely caking it over here. It is currently 27.7 degrees in the UK, and that fan in-game is not actually going to help me at all. but it will help me in game, and that will make me feel better. Thank you very much. The fan is on. Where are we at on the points? We are halfway through the game already for Air Force at 30 seconds. Navy, I'm sorry, Navy. I'm just going to have to put it out there. My heartfelt apologies for you. You had the team members available. Praetor did their best on the scoreboard there, but I think they may have had a bit of a hiccup. But the rest of you, you still have plenty of time, right? You still have time to get here, to put in the effort, and to get that score up on the board. Python taking it over for the army there on 6 points and reaching the middle in 110. Remember, they only have 1 minute 30 before they get reset, so they're going to need to push that last couple of inches to make sure that they can get that point on the board. Marines up to 4 points now, getting that gap closed. I would say slowly, but they're still getting it closed, while the Air Force takes it up to 18 points. O'Brien doing the work there as well. Air Force, while they're not here in numbers, they're here in quality, and we've got some great players here today, folks. Everyone who's attended so far. We've got Miskets, Check It, Quincy Arrow, Misjudge for the Marines. We've got Derry He Is, Nathan, Yusa, and Python for the Army with Joel on the board. We've got Amanda Blanco on the board for the Marines. Navy, we're going to move over from Navy. We're going to go straight to the Air Force with Ilbrian, Carrie Hyron, Froster, and Exeter. Bit of a dream team kind of vibe going on here, if I'm totally honest with you. I kind of like it. The dream team's working out quite nice. The fan currently blowing on my face because of all the electronics in this room, the wiring pumping out an incredible amount of heat. And if anyone here has a gaming computer or a laptop that puts out a lot of heat, you know exactly the vibe that I'm getting right now. It is incredibly hot. Can the Air Force take it up to 20 points? They've just managed to hit 19. I think they've got a tactic and it's working very, very well for them. Let's have a look. The Air Force is cheating. 17 points. Unfair. No cheating here. Check it. I'm making sure by following this switch. And of course, we've got OJ Sig double checking these videos to make sure nothing happens that is out of order. And that includes members of OPA and members of CET. Double checking everything that goes on to avoid cheating, to make this a fair and neutral game. It looks like the Army and the Marines are now tying for second spot behind the Air Force on 20 points. We've got Army on 6, Marines on 5. 1 minute 5 on the clock for the Marines. It looks like they might not be able to make it in time unless they pull that frog out of the bag and throw it across the ocean there. We've got the Army trying to go for point number 7. They're going to have to wait for a gap in the rocks there. They've got the gap. They've moved forward. Unfortunately, they didn't do it just in time. Bit of a shame. Not a problem. It happens. Gwen has rocked up here. Gwen representing the Navy. Let's go, Gwen. Let's get you on that board right now. Let's get you getting some points for your team. I want to see that score increase from 0 before this stream ends. That's all I'm asking. Get it up to 1. That's all we need. 21 points for the Air Force here. The Dream Team going hard at it. We've got Derry He Is playing for the Army right now. 1:08 on the clock. They've got a few seconds left to make it. Remember, timing is crucial when it comes to getting... Oh, no, it looks like the Marines just missed getting splattered by a car. Congratulations to you. Army, unfortunately, not making it there with 6 points on the board still. Marines about to hit the 1 minute mark with 5. Are they going to be able to make it? It looks like they might not, and the frog has been destroyed by a rock at 5 points for the Marines. Who else have we got here? We've got Exeter taking it to 22 points. The frog has disappeared. Let's get an alert. Frog disappeared for the Air Force. It is back. We are good. We are happy. We are enjoying the game. We are responding to messages from across the branches, into the Twitch, into the DMs, and we're answering what we can. If you do have any questions though, please go ahead and drop them into the Twitch chat, because at least then I'll be able to see them at first glance and get the response back to them. Frog is back for the Air Force. Can they make it up? I did just see that they hit... I'm not sure how that worked. That was interesting. I definitely saw that extra. I'm just saying that frog reached the other side. However, you are at 22 points and a significant lead across the other teams there. So we might just have to take that one on the chin and chalk it up to experience. Quincy Arrow playing for the Marines right now, still on 5 points with the Army on 6. Are they able to make it? It looks like we have another point for the Marines coming to the board. Can they hit it? It looks like they have. Now it's the Army and the Marines neck and neck on the scoreboard, with the Air Force trailing ahead by almost double the combined score of the other two. Navy still at 0, even though we got some players in here from the Navy. Come on, folks, get on that board. Get down there and start racking up some points. Please do what you can. Get the Navy on the board. That's all I ask. Ilbrian wanting a new frog. Not sure why. The frog's doing bits. That frog just nearly got taken out by a rock. They're about to reach 23 on the board. There we are, 23 for the Air Force, 6 and 6 for the Army and the Marines. And we're almost there. We're almost at the top of the hour, folks. 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left? 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left at the top of the hour before we get an understanding of how this game is going to go. It looks like, though, judging by the scores at the moment, Air Force might have a significant lead in the domination scale of this game. They are pumping out the points. And, of course, once the stream is over, Wilson's going to have a go as well. Wilson's going to get on the board and do exactly what they can to get more points. I want to see the Air Force come away with a win. No, I have to be non-biased, and of course I am non-biased. I want everyone to have fun. I want everyone to enjoy themselves, and I want everyone to just have a good time. Marines currently in with 7 points, taking the lead over the Army there. That's going to be a big benefit to them. The player count at the moment for the Marines is really up there. We've got Check-It, we've got Cladistics, we've got Miskits, Quincy Arrow, and Misjudge in the lineup for the Marines, with Amanda Blanco playing on the floor. I would suggest as well, if you are playing this on a laptop, you have a mouse on standby. That is going to be useful for you. Playing this with a trackpad is probably not going to be the best or most easiest of solutions for you. But the Air Force have taken it up to 24 points. So if any of those are using a laptop right now and a trackpad, you're doing absolute bits. And of course, we salute every player that's currently turned out to this event. I'm going to go ahead and sit back at the computer now. It's been a nice little nap. The fan had really cooled me down. 11 viewers on the stream right now. Thank you so much for joining me, Wilson, with this USDF Habbo Branch Wars 2024 of all branches free-for-all. That is the 8-bit battalion for the Army. That is the Pac Marines for the Marines. We've got Wavy Kai representing the Navy, though the Navy aren't here right now. And we've got the 8-bit Eagles representing the Air Force with a astonishing score of 24 points. A combined effort by Exeter, Carry Hiron, Froster and Ilbrian there. We are doing absolute bits. Who have we got on the floor at the moment? We've got Salt Apocalypse, Kevin and Luke Johnson there. Just kind of having a vibe in the middle there. I can see Funny Yak hiding just behind Kevin here. Have they come to represent the Navy? Have they come to play the game and get the Navy on the board? We'll find out shortly. It looks like the issue of the disappearing frogs has been resolved, and it looks like one rock from each game is going to be removed to make it slightly easier. That is fair and acceptable. This now might be a turning point for some of the people getting caught up on the rocks, which, to be fair, seems to be the main cause of the frogs dying at the moment. They are hitting them rocks, having a bad time, and of course, starting back at the bonsai teleporter. Is that a bonsai teleporter? No, it's a dark tile. I was close, right? I was there. Where are we? 25 points for the Air Force. 7 on the Marines, increasing their lead on the Army. Can they get to 8, or can Army pull it back to an even playing field? "25 seconds on the clock for the Army. Air Force, 5 seconds and starting, already on the road, making their way halfway over to the green tile. I think a good metric at the moment is if in the first 20 seconds you can make it to this green bar here, you're probably in for a good running. That, to me, seems fair and acceptable. We've got JUL playing for the Army right now, making it to the river just at 50 seconds there. They're going to need to pick it up in the last couple of seconds to get across and get some points on the board. Air Force, 26 points on the clock at 38 seconds. Still, no one representing the Navy here. I can see people here for the Navy. Come on, folks. Step up. Do your part. We've got teams on every single roller except the Navy. This is intense Silias thinking that this was an AFK lobby. No, Silias, this is the game. You're here to play and you're representing the Air Force. You are an SRA. Interesting. An SRA has come to join in the games here. I am very interested to see how this plays out. Where are we at? O'Brien making their way back to the board as well. Can they... Silias feels bad to be a Navy. Do you know what? The Navy might be predisposed at the moment. It would be nice to see some of them here, but they might be busy. They might be doing more important things. They might be having a bit of a run. And we just lost 8 followers in the space of a short amount of time. Whoever's there using tabs to boost up the numbers, I appreciate you, but please be careful, be locked in, and be ready to cheer for your team in Branch Wars 2024 for the USDF Habo. And of course, I will remind you, if you are not part of the USDF and want to go ahead and get involved, please go ahead and go to the .com Habo Hotel client, look for the web browser, or download the client yourself and search for USDF HQ in the room navigation tool to go ahead and join in on these games. Why is the frog not moving? Someone needs to tell Silias how to play the game. He needs to constantly move on the tiles. Come on, Air Force. Come on, Air Force. You've got this. Folks. Wait, the frog is not moving? Nope, the frog is moving. Okay. The frog is moving. Whoa, O'Brien with the bobber. That is crazy. Anna from the Netherlands there, sat on the sofa, waiting for her turn to jump in. Kimmy with the one step, one move. There we go. It looks like Silias has picked it up, and we've checking over on the score here. It looks like the Army did potentially match the lead to the Marines on 7-7, but the Marines have taken it over with an additional point, taking them up to 8 in total. Miskits, I'm glad at least managing the water phase. I'm glad I'm at least managing the water these new goes lol facepalm. Not sure what that means. Not sure if I'm out of sync with the generational thing, but if anyone knows what that means, please go ahead and translate that for me. Froster, let's go for the 29 points for the Air Force right now. They are almost a third of the way up to 100 points. That is intense. I am very much invested in this game. And just for anyone tuning in, what I'm streaming right now is the USDF Habo Hotel Branch Wars games. This is essentially a series of games that we host every couple of months, possibly 2 a year. 1, to make people feel more enjoyable. 1, to give a sense of community. And 3, to let people have a break. We all have a tough time here at the USDF, we're all busy with work. And this is just a good way to let our hair down. So this is why I'm here on Twitch, streaming for you all. And it looks like the 999 score is... Oh, okay. Okay, so it looks like right there's a bit of whisper going on. Essentially, if the score reached 999, there was a possibility that if it did, I would do a giveaway for the entire branch. Okay? That's on the table. Those were the cards. It looks like 999 might not be possible anymore, though. If there's a change in that, I will go ahead and get back onto the giveaway. Though what I will say is that there's a lot of giveaways happening throughout these branch wars as well, and while we can't do them all the time, we do pride ourselves in doing them when it seems right. The weekends being the main point of view for those giveaways as well. We don't want to be able to do it during every game, like I say, because we'd essentially bankrupt a lot of players for the USDF, and we don't want to do that. And we're also here to have fun as well. So while the giveaways do matter to some of you, we want the fun and enjoyment to happen here as well. O'Brien with the Anna and the Boba comment. That's crazy. Who have we got here? We've got a duck playing for the Air Force. I'm so confused. I'm not too sure what happened there. Air Force at 33 points right now. Absolutely storming the lead. But they can't get cocky. They need to make sure to keep it consistent. Check it with the first win of the day on Branch Wars. That is Army, 9 points. Marines, 10 points. Another duck over here. I'm not too sure what's happening with the ducks. We're going to let that slide. We'll let it go on. We've got the Marines making their way to the center stage at 35 seconds to try and reach point number 11, trying to increase their lead over the Army. Whereas the Air Force could potentially take a break right now, but taking a break is going to lead into a loss of time played, meaning you give other people the opportunity to chime in and get those points. What's happening here? What can we do? What is happening? Cat? We can do cat? I'm so confused. Do you know what? Let them do their own thing. I'm enjoying myself in the middle. Gwen, goddammit Navy. There you go. Here you go. Gwen is stepping up for the Navy. Let's lock in and see if they can get the point on the board. They have also been transformed into a duck as well. So they're going to go with the left and then straight forward. They know exactly what's going on. They know how to play Frogger. We've played it before. Everyone here probably has a rough idea on the game. I wonder why we changed it to a duck. I'm not too sure about that. Apparently we've got a testing stage. Am I confused? Not too sure what's happening here. Okay. Carry high run. GG on the 35 points for the Air Force. I'm impressed. A duck has just replaced... Do you know... we've got Exeter playing for the Air Force, Gwen for the Navy, we've got Quincy Arrow for the Marines, and Dan K for the Army. It looks like the Army have increased their lead over the Marines. That's intense. I like that. It's back and forth between the Army and the Marines right now, folks. Point for point. Honestly, so intense. And as we come up for the last couple of minutes, we're going to go ahead and just go over the scores one more time. So we have the 8-bit battalion with a score of 12, Dan K getting that 12th point. We've got the Pac Marines with a score of 10. We've got the Navy, unfortunately at the moment, with a score of 0, though that is due to be changing tune with Gwen playing on the field. And we have Air Force at 36 points, an astonishing lead there, with Anna playing for the 30-second mark to reach another point. Okay, everyone's having fun here, everyone's enjoying himself. This is a really respectful game. Everyone's just kind of cracking on, having a chat, having a bit of fun in the middle. I like that as well. That's what I want to see. Dere, he is going for point. No, they've got another point? That's crazy. Army have just gone up to 13 points. Sorry, I'm just checking the chat. Anyone got more cursed cat dolls? Not sure what that means. That is an insane sentence to see right now, but I'm sure it makes a lot of sense. And we hear Anna, please, let's keep it respectful. Let's not see that. Let's go ahead and just... I know you didn't mean it, but we're going to have a go ahead and just inform people to please keep it respectful, keep it clean, and just have a good time. Okay, so we are coming up to 10 minutes on the hour now, which means it is now my time to step away from this stream and go and have a bit of fun myself. But what I am going to do is I'm going to leave you with the music here, and you're going to witness me playing a game of Frogger. My name is Wilson. It's been a pleasure streaming for you guys on this game. Now remember, it is 12 hours long, so unfortunately I will not be able to do it for the full duration, though you will see an updated score at the end. Navy currently on 11 points, not sure how that's happened. There will be an update on the score posted in the Discord server, so make sure to stay tuned in the next 12 hours to see who is crowned the winner of the free-for-all in Frogger. And again, if you do want to get involved with the USDF, go ahead and make your way to the .com Habbo Hotel client, download it, or play in the web browser, and search for the USDF HQ in the room navigation tool, and come and say hello, and we'll get you set up, have a bit of fun, talk about you, tell us what you're interested in, and we'll see if we can get you on board with the USDF. So from me and all of the command that have helped with this game so far, thank you very much for tuning in. I have been Wilson, and I will see you all in the next one. Please enjoy the music and enjoy my attempt at Frogger. Thank you very much. Everyone has joined in. The 5 viewers in the Twitch, absolutely wonderful. And again, I will see you in the next one.
I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. 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 I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I can't focus. I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my. I just need to clear my head. Oh, clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I remember the feel of the air touch my skin. Am I real? 'Cause I felt something leave from within. I feel empty. Have I got nothing left to give? Am I living? 'Cause I only felt alive with him. I'm driving in the night, the hood down. It's when I feel alive when no one's around. The darkness deep inside comes to light now. But it's alright, it's alright. I can break no heart if I got none. I won't break apart if I stay on the run. But sometimes in the night I miss the sun. Why did darkness come? I felt my body break, my heart give up. Why did darkness come? I felt the lightning shake me into hell. Why did darkness come? I wanna stay in here where I belong. Why did darkness come? Something keeps waking me up. Why did darkness come? Why did darkness come? my heart give up? Why did darkness come? I felt the lightning shake me into hell. Why did darkness come? I wanna stay in here where I belong. Why did darkness come? Something keeps waking me up. Nothing left to give. When we look apart, the darkness with him. Why did darkness come?
Pixelated eyes, a messy mind. Think I need to help you. I'm gonna try.